Hey folks, Gary here. Happy Tuesday morning to you. I hope your day started off just fantastic. What a great day to be alive. Every day we walk with our Lord is a good day. And today's a pretty good day. It's a pretty nice day. Cole and I were just outside, so nice and early in the morning. No one else is around, and man, it is beautiful out there. It's warm. It's a really nice day, and all that freezing rain last night. At some point in time, that turned to snow, and so it's not super slippery either. It's actually not too, at least where we were. I take caution where you are, but for Cole and I, walking around town and stuff, we didn't slip once. There was just that little thin layer of snow mixed with the ice, just actually worked out really well. So you probably didn't expect this to be a Weather Channel report. I didn't expect to make a Weather Channel report. But here's the thing. Excuse me, this actually fits in with what we're talking about this morning because that's good news. What I just shared to you was good news. And there's something about sharing good news, about sharing the gospel. That's what the gospel is. It's good news. God has created you to do that. He has created you to share good news, to glorify Him, to tell people about who He is. And so we're talking this week about what do you do after the Christmas tree is taken down? What do you do after all the presents are unwrapped? What do you do after all the family goes and the leftovers are finished? That's what we talked about Sunday morning and kind of recapping it this week. What do you do? Well, what the shepherds did after seeing Jesus is they told their story to other people. They were active in what God wanted them to do. They were telling people about the Messiah. They were sharing this good news to those around them. And we read that in Luke chapter 2. So looking at Luke 2, verse 17, it says this. After seeing him, the shepherds told everyone what had happened and what the angel had said to them about this child. And, verse 18, all who heard the shepherd's story were astonished. They were astonished by it. The shepherds had a story. You have a story about Jesus. I know you do. If you've given your life to Christ, if you have salvation, you have a story about Him. You have good news about God to share to other people. You have the gospel. You have good news to share about your experience with Jesus. Now, that's just the initial story when you gave your life to Christ. If you've been trusting God with your life ever since that moment, then you'll have multiple stories to share about Jesus. That's called your testimony, is testifying about how good and how great God is, because I guarantee He has been in your life. There's no other way. It's impossible that He hasn't been good to you. It's impossible that He hasn't made a big impact in your life because He's God. So of course He has. So you have a great story to tell others. You might say, well, people won't accept it. They accepted the story of the shepherds. We read it right here. These are shepherds. They weren't always well thought of. We think of them really well because of reading the Bible and the context we have in our culture about this. We go, oh no, shepherds are elevated. They weren't then. They weren't at all. It was like, why are the shepherds here? Oh, smelly guys. Like, oh man, guys, would it hurt to take a bath once in a while? Man, we don't trust you guys. They weren't well thought of. But the story they had about Jesus was so good and so compelling, people got past that because of the story. Because the story they shared was so important. What they wouldn't accept about the shepherds normally didn't really matter. What mattered was the message they brought. And so you can't say, well, people won't accept me. You know what? It's not about accepting you. It's about the story that you carry. And that is acceptable. Everyone wants to hear about the love of God. They want to hear about that love that comes to them through Jesus. So don't be afraid to share your story. That's the message for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you tomorrow.